Streambeats.com. We have a blank screen. Streambeats.com, the rock album, and I just found out that the new synthwave albums that Harris Heller recently released for the Streambeats project, the Streambeats, the synthwave catalog has been expanded, and the new albums that just dropped, they initially were available for streamers and people listening on Spotify, YouTube Music, etc., and now they are available over on the download side of things to download for YouTubers like myself. What is up, everybody? This is Jay, aka MultimediaJay, playing some Final Fantasy tonight. Just want to relax and stuff and just enjoy my weekend. I have a bit of a problem sometimes with turning hobbies into a new form of work, so I really need to do better with that sort of thing. And so let's actually get to it. Plus, try out that new song as well. And I think this is fast turning into the new template for play some stuff over here on Twitch. Plus, I need more stuff on here. So I need more stuff to actually be something somewhere in the back catalog on here. Part of what I'm doing for 2021, and I did some revamps to the YouTube channel as well, differentiate between what specifically is where. And so I want Twitch to be more low-key game streaming, you know, just to have some fun with it and whatnot, and make some progression. So, will it link automatically for the game? Yes, it will. There's my guy looking like something other than a Final Fantasy character. There we go. Except it's not picking up the audio for this. Let's mute all the other sources. Yeah, I'm only getting the microphone here, so let's do properties here. Oh, it's set back to default. That's one of the things with OBS, that OBS hates default labels. All right. Now, before the idle camera kicks in, this is my guy looking like some Napoleonic character or something like that. And let's see. I actually want to change a few things. I want to go to the Yeti Nano Audio. Let's do that. Do properties. No, let's do advanced properties. I want this to be a little louder relative to the game. Actually, I think the compressor already does something like that. Because it seems like no matter what I do for a sound mix, I listen to it after the fact, and it just isn't loud enough. Hey, not Gridania, of course. Yeah. Well, there's our first character with a tail. Because it's Final Fantasy 14. Yeah. Let's go to the Yeti Nano Audio. It's up all the way, but let me just go to the filters and check that compressor. So, output gain, I want to actually do plus. I actually don't want it to drop. Let's do plus 2.5 decibels and hope it doesn't distort. Yeah, we have a. There we go. As I want the sound to be louder. We could probably do plus 5 decibels and get away with it. There we go. That puts it into yellow territory, but hopefully it doesn't make it to where you can't hear me when I'm talking. Good. Because I want... Now, if I'm streaming a video game, I want people to actually be able to hear the game. Alright, now let's see how it programs as well. I'm up to 75% CPU for some reason between the game and the streams. Probably because I have the graphics at near maximum. So anyways, we are over the chat window, right? Yep, alright. It looks pretty hideous. My OBS preview window is making it look pretty hideous, and it looks pretty hideous on Twitch. Ha, interesting. Can I not do 60 FPS? Or maybe it's because there's some slowdowns because it's Chrome. I've had that happen before as well. Let's see here. Might have to open it up in Firefox and take a look at it. Borderless windowed, so we have that. Oh yeah, we're probably using extra CPU because I'm not capping the frame rate. So let's cut that so it caps down to 60. Probably using some extra CPU that way. Yeah, tech tinkering with this too, huh? I can't get away from tech tink. Oh yeah, it looks so much better in the preview now. Oh, look at that. And we are running in high mode. There's another cat dude. I think they're called Mikotes or something in this game. Let's see here. We're set at what for graphics? High desktop? Let's try putting it up to maximum and see if the computer is like, no, stop! We do have a visual fidelity limit on Twitch anyways with a 6 megabit per second streaming bit rate. and stuff like that. So why are we here? Well, the reason why we're here is because of a little quirk with Final Fantasy XIV. So the way everything's set up, every time you change your weapon, you change your class and your job. So here's the issue. I have too much of a spread between all the levels, so I have to carry a lot of extra gear. I want to get all the jobs and classes closer to each other so I don't have to have such a wild spread of gear. So let's see here. I've got White Mage up to 57. Scholar is at 70. That's what this guy is right now. And I recently picked up my bishop-looking thing here, even though it's messing up some of the transmogs, glamours as they're called in this game. So we got the priest dude for White Mage, but for Astrologian, I'm kind of stuck in the 30s at level 34. So it would be good if I close the gap on tanks and healers, as well as for Disciples of the Hand and Disciples of the Land as well. So the big question is how to proceed. So with all of this, and all this catch-up stuff to do, it's actually not unlike my problem with World of Warcraft right now, where I have Shadowlands sight unseen because I have other stuff to do from previous parts of the game. And in this game, I have Shadowbringers sight unseen because I haven't played this game in a long time. All right, let's do this here. As soon as the fairy finishes healing me, off to the airship landing. Let's get out of here. Ethernet. Oh, look, a little Moogle. A Lalafell in a Moogle suit. My guy looks totally out of place, like something from some Western RPG or historical strategy game, but hey, whatever, I'm old. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Let's get out of here, shall we? Go to Limsa Laminza and go meet up with... I think the best way we can raise some levels here is to go run some stuff with the Squadron. I don't want to mess with rando groups because I really don't feel like putting up with drama that I often see in random dungeon groups. So Goodmane's Navy is going to go out and do some stuff. And you'll know what I'm talking about when I get to the Stormlord barracks. Yeah. A lot of people like to level up with the Grand Company in Limsa Laminza because Stormlord is a cool-sounding title. Over in, with the Twin Adder, it's Serpent Lord, and... what's the Ulda one called? I don't know. Ah, nice and quiet, over by the ocean. Since my guy looks like some Navy captain from the Napoleonic Wars, why not? You're Highlander, that's right. Alright, let's do this. Gotta head on out. Let's go to the Drowning Wench, the cafe in this town. Let's go see what we can, so the thing is, I can catch up the other two tanks, Dark Knight and Warrior, to where Paladin is, if I want to tank. But the big, you know, behind the 8-ball thing is Astrologian. I have White Mage and Scholar ahead of Astrologian by leaps and bounds. So the fun part is I get the gear closer together, I get the levels closer together, then I can get the gear closer together. This is the wrong way, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Go the other way. Get the levels closer together and get the gear closer together, and then I won't have to carry so much gear in my armory chest. So look at this. We're almost out of room on headpieces. We got weapons galore and all this other stuff. So you figure all the healers kind of share gear. Many of the DPS are grouped and they share certain types of gear. So I just want to cut down. Also, Disciples of the Hand and Land share gear as well, so I should bring them closer together. Alright, let's go to the Grand Company place. Assemble the Navy, or whatever it is. Alright, Maelstrom Command. Ahoy! Let's get some missions together. Do I want to tank or do I want to catch up Astrologian? Yeah, so basically all the main characters that I have are in either Paladin gear or this uniform type thingy. So I usually go with 2 Arcanists, so that way if the healer starts falling behind, they'll throw some physics my way as well if I'm tanking. So, let's see, who are we at for enlistment papers? There's nothing there. So, does anybody in the main squad need to be leveled up? Let's see. 23, 23. Let's go to the level 53 Som Al. 2,800 certificates to run that. No, they're both 50. It'd be good if we leveled up the healer to level 54 and caught them up with everything else. So let's go Paladin tank, just for fun. Plus, there's some really good music in that Heaven's Word dungeon. Plus, I want to get Clemency back. So let's go here. All right, we will do a command mission to Som Al. Not going to help with catching up the levels then. Not the first time anyways. But I want to get this healer up to level 54, so I think the tank is level 54 as well, so... Alright, let's do this! The tanking game in Final Fantasy is a bit different than, say, World of Warcraft or ESO. I think they're trying to do active mitigation, but the use of cooldowns is far more common and far more important. Enjoy the awesome music because it's a Final Fantasy game. Oh boy, those things. I hated those flower thingies all the way back in FF8. Well, this would be a good way to wake up and get into the swing of things as we get this healer up to level 54. Yeah, see what I mean about Goodmane's Navy? I'm just kind of out of uniform because I'm tanking. Alright, let's do this. Make sure all my skills are locked this time. Not screw this up again. MG stands for Magnus Goodmane, the new name for this guy. Alright. My bars are not set up. Whoops. I forgot this game has a separate... On the separate logons, it has a separate space for everything. Oh, so I already fixed the UI on my other logon. I'm going to have to fix it here, too. Alright, skills and abilities. The cooldowns are all where they should be. Skills and abilities, please. The cooldowns are all where they need to be, but I want Clemency, which I don't have yet, to move to Shift F5. I want to throw the shield with 5. I want to use Sheltron with Shift 4. Fast Blade, Riot Blade, and Rage of Halorn is okay. Shield Bash should be number 4. Shield Lob should be number 5. Sentinel should be on the bar somewhere. Spirits Within should be my number 6 attack, because we want all the cooldowns available for tanking. Total Eclipse, and that should be that with that. Cover also, we could also use on the healer. And we also have Hallowed Ground, which is invincibility. Goring Blade. Oh yeah, my guy has his back, so... Let's swap this. Yeah, so let's do the stun on 6, and also Shield Lob, put that back to 5. I want to be able to hit one button in order to throw the shield for extra stuff here. Alright, let's try this again. So it should be like this. Prepare to see a lot of light. This is a paladin, after all. Scratch Fever. That's supposed to be... Oh yeah, now I'm getting physics. Where the heck is the healer? Or am I just that awful at tanking? I'm supposed to use Sheltron when the Oath Gauge gets up high enough. But these enemies don't actually move anywhere, I don't think. We'll just target by throwing the shield at them. The key is not to get poisoned. AKA, don't do that. Yeah, that's right, Harach. Proc. That's it is. Proc. Asuna, everyone. Because you actually do that when you're healing. Alright. Those things are kind of like proximity bombs of some sort. I don't want them poisoning my group. Sheltron! That's the active mitigation, I think, if I don't get poisoned to death. Cure 2! Oh, some more physics. Because unlike summoners with players, the Arcanist physic doesn't heal like a wet noodle or whatever. Just stay back here. Captain America, that thing. healing I don't have down pat yet. Holy crap. Sheltron. I really need to use cooldowns on trash. Which way is the... Cool, we all got poisoned again. Asuna. Let him Asuna the whole party before we move on. What do we have for tactics? Offensive... Oh. I have the healer set to higher damage. I don't know if that affects spell power for heals. We'll have to set him back to independent mode. Alright, everyone into the circle and let's take on the boss. Start with some cooldowns here, but not the big ones. Nope, that's not shield bash anymore. Getting used to my own stuff here. Put the debuff on him. Losing track of what skill I'm on. Get out of that. Let's do those two. Skills are unlocked. This is probably one of those deals where if those insects hit the boss, then he gets hit a lot harder. A lot more button mashing with this game than a lot of the other games, including WoW. Final Fantasy folks often do stuff. Well, the DPS is doing pretty decent. Didn't even need a limit break. Easy stuff. What? You don't know the Twitch meta, do you, you dumb YouTuber? It's easy clap. Okay. Treasure coffer. This is how I blow off steam. Sky Hunter's boots. Check that loot. It's for archers, bards, machinists, and what's DNC? Dancers. That's why I didn't know it. So this is range DPS gear that is shared between all the classes, or all the jobs. And I have 23 and 33, so this loot is getting trashed specifically because I've barely made any progress with DPS. Of course, longer dungeon queues have a little something to do with that. Plus, I'm not really the kind of person who likes playing DPS, because everybody wants to DPS. So, might as well learn all the cooler roles like tanking and healing, and then get blamed for everybody's problems or something. Alright, let's head on up. Love the heroic sounding music, though. We'll do smaller pulls so I don't get crushed without using cooldowns on trash. Some of it I think is a gear issue too. I need more gear that's actually close to my level instead of the level 50 blues. Or there's more active mitigation than there is. This is a 52. Yeah, I got all the 50s here. Hold on. Ah, that has something to do with it. Equip all that. Update gear set. So there was some upgrades that I've gotten recently that weren't actually equipped, so I'm doing this in level 50 gear from the prior expansion. This is fixed on my normal login, but there's different UIs on the normal and streamer logins, so... Interesting. It's a problem with add-ons too with ESO. I gotta be careful not to accidentally delete gear. Whoops! Get out of the fire. Because there's a dragon that's dropping fire everywhere. I think there's some kind of immunity to fire for the NPCs. Physic! Woo! Good old Arcanists. Or should I say a design oversight from Square Enix. What the? Oh yeah, a dragon. Over here, dragon, and spit fire on somebody else. Don't know if the dragons in this game tail swipe or not. And And back in the air he goes. Hit him with the shadow flare between the physics, huh? Ooh, a treasure chest. Well, don't just stand there, casters. I keep forgetting what I moved the shield bash to. Ooh, a prism. That's used for glamours, I think. I don't know about this AoEing all the time. I mean, I dealt with this in World of Warcraft when Protection Paladins were using Hammer of the Righteous for everything. So anytime you had a Paladin tank, you just heard clang, clang, clang because of that. Not so sure about... I mean, it's pretty much a given at this point. It's pretty much a given at this point that... Get the dragon. What am I doing? It's a single enemy. The developers with this game have actually admitted to taking influence from Blizzard, so a lot of times I see stuff in Final Fantasy that reminds me of WoW several years ago. The meta with 5-man dungeons is part of that. This AoEing everything is absolutely Lich King. What the heck? Well, at least the healer's healing. And some of the DPS too. Nice to see the secondary healers doing something though. Treasure coffer. Sky Witch's Choker and Helm. What classes are those for? All classes. Caster DPS. The Helm is for Lancers and Dragoons. Okay. Dinosaur dude. Everyone in the ring? Let's go. I keep spamming the buttons so much. This game is actually made to be slower for people playing with controllers. I don't know if Shelteron's supposed to be used as an anti-tank buster move. So, check the debuffs too. So the Goring Blade debuff is only 20 seconds, so basically every other rotation. Uh-oh. Targeted! Because that's where he's going to breathe fire, right? Oh, what do you know? Oh, targeted again. Well, don't get hit by the ice ball next to the party. Not exactly good tanking. Or is that one of those deals where he'll do that if nobody stays in melee range? Alright, we'll do this. You know what? Oh, using a limit break while standing in the fire. Get closer to the healer, darn it. Physic. Can't let a good Sheltron go to waste now, can we? Alright, enough of that. Sky Hunter's earrings and arm guards. Earrings are useless because of the earring that you get up to level 70, but the arm guards are for pugilist, monk, and samurai. Neither samurai is close enough to use that, but I barely play samurai. Can't half even understand it. right. Over here. The idea is I have my shift menu set up for AE, for trash. That way I can use the regular menu for tanking bosses. I'm not so sure about hitting shift for Sheltron, though. Enough of that. Next. Love this dungeon, though. The music, the view. It's better when I think it's nighttime in game. Or maybe I just like all the light shows that Paladins do in this game. Physic. The two physics from the Arcanist are similar to a Cure 2 from the actual healer, though. I do miss Flash, though. Next boss. I think that's actually just a big dragon. Over here, idiot! Whoops! Ice dragon nearby, too, huh? Where's he hiding? Oh, hello. Fine, I'll just frisbee tank. We got elemental sprites now. It burns! Can we take two dragons at once? Probably not. Physic. Actually took some damage. Probably from the AE abilities. Sky Warrior's Fur and Sky Hunter's Choker. Screenshot. Love how everybody's watching each other's back, though. Except I'm not in the right spot for it. Well, the helmet kind of ruins everything. This looks like a YouTube screenshot, a YouTube thumbnail waiting to happen. Too red, though. Alright, next boss. Final boss. The healer. Oh, it's more of a thing you do once in a while. Okay, that was stupid. So it's an emergency move, not like in Final Fantasy IV. That's a bomb attack. Get away from the circle. Yep, meteor.
Hey, give that back or I'm gonna cast meteor on you.
Oh, look. Those attacks, those laser beam attacks that go in all different kinds of directions. What the? Over here, idiot. Oh. He's bringing down the roof. Hit everything, bozos. You got to attack the wings. All right. Boss invulnerable until we take down the wings. There we go. Sentinel. Whoops. The sword, getting hit with the sword isn't worth. Oh, that was a close one. Getting hit with that attack is not worth the extra sword swings. Yeah. Hit the game button on the keyboard so I don't accidentally pop open the start menu. Alright, that takes care of that. Does that actually help the progression towards getting clemency back? Breaches and metamorphosis. That sounds like a weapon. What is that? Arcanist, Red Mage, Caster DPS, Astrologian's Arm, the one healer class I don't have. Skyreader's Fur, Gladiator, Marauder. Ah. Paladin gear. We'll get set up with that in the back of the barracks. Good stuff. Master and Commander is almost complete. Maybe I'll get that with leveling some of the other stuff. But we did get some upgrades from that. Let's see here. Which means I have even more of a problem now, because I got to bring these characters, these classes levels closer together. This is a +2 to that. Ooh, caveman look. Whatever. Dexterity, Vitality, Critical Hit, and Skill Speed. It's in all classes. Let's put that in the armory chest and see if that works with this. Black Mage, Summoner, Red Mage, Blue. Not really useful because I'm already further along on Red Mage. Red Mage weapon, I probably already have better. Intelligence and Spell Speed. Put that in the armory chest. See if that's better for some of the classes, like White Mage or so. Anyways, yeah, no, that just won't do. Ah, it recommends the Choker to upgrade as well. Save that as Paladin. Please give me the actual knightly look back, thank you very much. Finally! Alright, so there's that. You can get that repaired as well. Let's fix what's wrong with White Mage. Recommended gear. Just like before, missing a lot of stuff because there's different UI and settings for the two different logons. Well, the Archbishop is back in one piece now. Let's see here. Right. Let's take that out. Just apply that and hit save. It's already saved. For 57 Wemo. Actually, no, that's a Guild Wars term for warrior monks. See here, what do we got? Red Mage, hold on a second with that. I don't think there's anything way to improve that. The weapon is for a 60. He's wearing all 60 gear. Nothing recommended for that. For cure! Woo! Make those summoners jealous as a DPS that can heal and raise. Alright. So the next best thing to do is sell everything else off. And then let's get some of these levels up for some of the other jobs. Summoner and Scholar share the same jobs. I don't have to worry about that. But we can go back to the basics here. Warrior still has disabled skills from the last expansion, so we'll get that set up. We're high 30s on Warrior and Dark Knight, so it'll take some dungeon grinding of some older school dungeons to get to that. Alright, let's go sell some stuff. So, Warrior and Dark Knight share similar gear to each other, so... Matter of fact, can I upgrade anything for Warrior? Yep, Mithril. Can upgrade that. Ah, yeah. The Valentine's event is still going on. I don't know what level Gunbreaker starts at. I keep calling it Gunblade. That's for the new expansion. One of the shortcomings of how this game works, it discourages mount use in cities, so you tend to use the Ethernets for more than anything else. Quartermaster. Can I sell to this Quartermaster? Nope. We actually gotta find a real vendor for that. Oh, there's a financial district. Go sell everything there. Just get some space freed up in the bags. Actually, I can sell a lot of the old stuff. I can actually sell a lot of the old stuff if I really wanted to instead of vendoring it. Is this, market prohibited? Oh well. None of my characters are in the level range to benefit from that, including Blue Mage. That's not. Pugilist Monk and Samurai, get rid of that. No earring is worth it before level 70, so that's an easy one. Again, all this DPS gear. There's that. What are those, Morbol cards? Destroy them all. Get those from Aurum Vale all the time. Don't need those in my triple triad deck. Okay, let's do this. First thing we need to do is we need to fix all the cooldowns in the UI so we can play as Warrior. Get Warrior up to level 40. That's a good step towards replacing all this. Back to the Aft Castle. Let's see here, where are we at? Anticipation. We'll unlock all the skills and stuff. We don't need the fatter cat as a mount either. That thing was a meme. Activate tank mode. Leave it to Final Fantasy to finally be the game that gets me to play some kind of warrior. World of Warcraft couldn't do that for 15 years. Elite Husky, thanks for stopping by. What do we got here? Enlistment papers, etc. Glamour dresser. Let's get the skills right, because we got all the old skills from the previous expansion. We might as well just blank all the bars and start over. We even have cooldowns that are not supposed to be there, so we'll get rid of all this and this. We'll have them all in similar situations. Convalescence. Deprecated skill. Goodbye. Alright, let's set everything up. First of all, tank mode. Might as well leave it there. Alright, actions and traits. Alright, let's do this. Heavy swing is the number 1. Regular heavy swing, and then that maim isn't that one. Berserk is a cooldown, so Berserk is a cooldown, so put that up top. Thrill of Battle is a cooldown as well. Keep all the class-specific ones there. Vengeance is a cooldown as well. Makes you into a porcupine tank. Overpower, that's the AE attack. And it's just as ridiculous. What's the third one? Storm's Path? It's tied with Maim, so it should be the number 3 skill. Overpower is the AE, and it's just as bad. Inner Beast. I think that we put that for the Beast gauge when that fills up. Set that up. Tomahawk. Yeah, we need to be able to throw something at enemies. Defiance, Overpower. Yeah, Overpower in this game is a cone attack. It's just as bad as the AE of Warriors and Lich King. Let's see here. Alright, let's get this out of here. Well, let's go test it out. We're at what? Bray Flox's long stop or something? Start the beast gear up and let's do this. Alright, command missions. So at this level, we're at level 38. Oh, how'd I know? Yeah, we're getting sent back to this area. Let's get down to all this just to get Warrior to level 40. Alright. Done this one a million times. It's got a ton of trash. Plenty of trash to get experience from. What? Why is tank mode turned off? Wait, what? I want to do the... Yeah, I want to overpower first. First off, the roll actions have not been set up, which will give us the rest of our cooldowns. Rampart, low blow is a stun, so we'll put that there. Put reprisal, put that together. These are all cooldowns, so... Interject is an interrupt, so we'll put that there. Provoke is a taunt. Put that there. And that should give us our abilities. Bad as the old cone attack on Warriors and Lich King. Right, that gives us the key to open the door. There's a little bit of lore to these dungeons, just like in old school World of Warcraft. Back when the dungeons seemed more tied into the lore of what exactly the game was doing. gauge, too low level. This is too low level as well. 120, 90, 90. Those are 90-second cooldowns. A little bit different than what paladins do. Really basic boss. That was weak. The good news is that, well, the loot's probably going to be too low level. Right, so there's some bonuses up here if we can save these goblins from getting killed by stuff. Let's find where they are. We technically have 2.5 healers, so... None of these guys have Shadow Flare yet. Too low level. Next pull. It's 5 instead of 4. Alright, where's the first bonus? Up there, on that ledge. Let's go grab all that. This should be easier as a tank than as a healer. Otherwise, we'd have to say, hey, you know, we'd have to grab the attention of these guys. Nice. One bonus treasure chest. I already have the Battle Mage gloves. Well, that was a waste, except for experience. There's another treasure chest over there across the way, so we'll get up that way. Down here in this village. We'll get ambushed probably when we try to open it. Nope, already have one. Backwards. Nope. already have all of this stuff. Unique loot. Gotta love it. It almost... If it wasn't for the experience, it wouldn't be worth going for the bonuses. We'll just go underneath here then and head on off to the next boss fight. More crazy wildlife. Okay, how much a little trash do you want to do here? How much experience are we going to get? Too much stuff left to use cooldowns on trash, though. Whoops. Must be pulling too much for the NPCs. Whoops. That's part of the diminishing returns of pulling too much. When you're secondary healers have to jump in and you get less damage as a result of that. Square has tried to get away from some of the turbo dungeon metas of recent WoW expansions. They've had mixed results. They've succeeded at a few things, though. Level synced, so that gets me up to what, 39? Alright. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, these are kind of relaxing dungeons and whatnot, although just running a few dungeons with NPCs, you eventually get something as a result of that in terms of progression. And it'd be good to get some of these tanks and healers out of the 30s finally. We'll get to the point where we have to do more. Everybody in the arena! We'll get to the point where we have to do more class quests. Just blow all the cooldowns. Be Superman for like a minute. Probably a stupid idea. Oh! Rooted! Attack the bubble, DPS. There we go. This was not a smart idea. Blows a cooldown right at the end of the boss fight. Oh, man. All right, back to pulling too much trash. And making the Arcanist cast Physic. Maybe not. Getting as bad as the tanks in rando groups. Line of sight! Stay line of sight with the healers! Physic. Oh, man. Deep jungle. I don't know if there's any treasure with the deep jungle cat thing, but we'll see. I don't think there is. I think I'm too late. Timed event similar to the goblins earlier. It's more experience anyways. Alright, off to the Dragon Cave. Or is there still stuff... Is there still stuff left standing? No, Dragon Cave. needs to be tanked up against the edge of the arena for when he starts puking vomit or poison everywhere. It's not poison vomit, same thing. It's a green dragon. Heals from it too. Get him out of that. He heals from it. Let's take him over here. Do a giant circle around the party members. Whoops. At least they're smart enough to run out of the dragon's attacks. Whoops. That's not going to hardly do anything. The hunting log's on H. I gotta take that off. Let's finish him. There we go. Well, got a level out of the only got warrior up to 39. One step closer to 40. You could always do leaves as well in the right level ranges. Be a good excuse to go see some scenery. Get the chocobo out for heals. Long stop Lance. Probably good just to chill and head out into the outdoor world. Now watch, it's probably raining. You know how it goes with my streaming. It's usually raining whenever I turn on stream in game. Alright. A new recruit has arrived. 5,000 certificates for Master and Commander. Who's the recruit? Oh look, Alala fell. I think this is somebody already dismissed. So, no, I don't need an archer. I don't even need half the people on this team anyways. I just go in with 2 Arcanists. Yeah, so level 39 is a warrior. It's nighttime. Nice and relaxing. Well, let's get out of the city and go do some stuff then. How about we go back to the forest? It's probably raining in Gridania. I'll bet any money. Let's head up to the airship landing and fly back over there. We always go to the woods to do some stuff out there. Independent arms mender. Yeah, there we go. It's actually better if you repair your own gear, because you can repair it past 100%. But I'm just being lazy. Time for more drinks. Let's head on off to the woods. That's where I started with all this stuff. Yep, I actually played as a Gridanian in Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 with a horrible copy-pasted forest. Hey, the airship's flying backwards. This game does win on music, though. It has different music for day and night. It has quite the soundtrack, too. Oh, look, it's raining! Well now, did I call it, or did I call it? Well, that's the way it's gonna be. Let's head back out to Lenosha. I really need to stop jinxing myself like this with this streaming. Yep, it's raining. Okay, see ya! I'll stay out by the ocean then. Now watch it start raining when in Limsa Laminza when I get back. Yeah, whatever. Goodbye. I usually like the scenic forest in this game, but it's raining. Ah, peace and quiet, because it's not raining out. Watch it start raining or something when I get back. There, back to the low-level area outside of town. At least it's not raining here, but watch it be raining when I get back. Let's let Twitch pay some bills, go get some more drinks. And all that lovely stuff.
It's over, same story. You lose to love and glory.
Streambeats.com for under originals for that music if you're interested in using it in your streams as well. They just dropped 2 synthwave albums, which I have to check out after the show tonight. So, or after the stream, I should say. There's far less showmanship and just having fun playing video games. Work on progression. We're working on progression in Final Fantasy XIV because all the MMOs right now, I have unfinished business and unfinished stuff to do. Now that we're out in the outdoor world here, see, let's get the old airship back on the bar. So we got up to level 39 with that. The Pearl Ring is an upgrade that's available now. Why exactly would this thing be telling me to equip a ring with caster stats as a warrior? Who the heck programmed this thing? Really? Give me a break. At the same time, we have Marauder's arms here, so we could... let's see what kind of weapons are in here. Are there any weapons that are old that we can get rid of? I don't think so. I think I cleaned this out before. Last time I played the game. No, that's not it. Okay. There should be only a most current weapon in here anyways for all the jobs. Progressed forward anyways. Now if we want to do Dark Knight, how about we set up the bars for that since we know things are different between the logons. Alright. So Grit I know is the tank ability. Let's set everything up, just like we did before. Which, by the way, we're going to have to... Yeah, the Chocobo's on here. Take that out, take that out, take that. We can also put potions and stuff on here, too. But what is everything turned into with Dark Knight? Alright, actions. Been a while since I've done any of this stuff here. Nice and relaxing. Alright, so hard slash is the base attack. Hard slash is the base attack. Restoring MP, I don't get the point of that. Unleash is the AE ability. So, put that as number 4. Unmend is the ranged attack. Blood Weapon is a cooldown. Because the Dark Knight used to have a lot of focus on how you used your MP. Don't know what happened since then. Grants Darks. Oh! Shares a recast timer. That's what it is. Because you want to... Yeah, okay. Now it makes a little more sense. Flood of Darkness. Damage to 250 to all enemies in a straight line before you. So we probably should do... Yeah, swap those. And Blood Weapon is a way to recover MP. So the more powerful attacks grants Darkside, increasing damage by 10%. Darkside extends Darkside duration to 30 seconds with a maximum of 60 seconds. Shares a recast timer with Edge of Darkness, which I don't have yet. Okay, that makes a little more sense. So it's kind of like the Overpower skill, except it's got an MP cost attached to it. And a very steep one at that. Matter of fact, we probably should just have Unleash as a basic there. That's what it is in playing games with your MP. And you have all the Edge of Darkness is what? That's a 1... Oh! So that'll eventually switch over to the 1... Yeah, so single target versus multiples. Okay. Delivers an attack. Combo attack with Siphon Strike. So that's the number... Soul Eater is the number 3 attack. Alright, we'll just tie that in. I'm sure these all develop pretty much the same ways. So the only thing we have for a cooldown right now is Blood Weapon with 60 seconds. For roll, we'll add Rampart. We should put Blood Weapon on slot 1. Then for roll, Low Blow we'll just put over here. Well, we got to put Grit on there as well, which is the tank stance. We want to put that here. Then roll abilities. Low Blow, we have Provoke for taunting. Arm's Length. Reprisal. Interject is an interrupt. Put that there. Arm's Length is a cooldown. We already have that set up. Alright, let's get to it then. Traits are passive. Let's see how this works versus these little guys over here. And that's the darkness meter. We should probably look for some stuff that's actually at level. Interesting. Yeah, so power of the dark side. Right, where's the chocobo lettuce? Put that here. The problem is I don't really know anything about... I think Lower Lenosha is close to the Costa del Sol, and that's more at level for this. I think maybe it was upper... No, maybe it was upper Lenosha. We can always teleport. Now we're up to level 7 areas. Use the teleport menu. Might be somewhere around here that things started hitting level 30. Yeah, I thought so. Alright, let's try with some versus some at level folks. So Dark Side was supposed to do what? Increasing damage dealt by 10%. Alright. Wrong ability. It retains the same feel it had earlier. Yeah, same feel it had earlier. Orders for the Chocobo. Let's see. We want to swap the Chocobo between healer stance and free stance. Don't need defensive stance because, well, tank. Abilities are not worth it to spam. Okay, so that's the way it is then. For AoE, this old spammable is okay. So yeah, all the magic abilities of the Dark Knight are more for keeping the dark side debuff up, or buff up. That's how they preserve the feeling of the Dark Knight going into the new expansion. Dark Knight has always been a balancing act with your magic. The question is how you did that, and how they made it work with some of the changes to the battle system coming into this. Alright, we have some crafting classes that have some... We have crafting classes that have quests to do. We actually have a lot of quests that have... Yeah, we actually have a lot of... We have a lot of jobs and abilities that have classes to... or that have quests available. So, let's go get some of those done. So, not Paladin, obviously. But let's use return here. That'll take us to the expansion area. We don't want that. Alright, well, let's just head into the air. So we can take a boat back to Limsa Laminza from Costa del Sol. Can't possibly imagine why. Right, so what has quests open right now? Not Warrior, not Dark Knight, not White Mage, not Scholar, not Astrologian, Black Mage. There we go. Let's do that. You'll never go back. Have to go to Thanalan for that. Well, let's do that. I must have been in here before, because I can't even remember how you play this. Well, obviously, you know, frost spells are for regeneration and fire spells are for kaboom, take down the enemy. But has anything else changed besides that for Black Mage? Blizzard, fire, transpose flips between the two. You have thunder. Ah, they made thunder more interesting, so you actually want to cast thunder instead of just fire until you run out of MP and then blizzard until you get it back. Finally! You're something sort of besides a turret. There are always lots of problems with turrets. With this stuff. Thunder 2. 3% chance after each tick that the next thunder spell will add its full damage over time to its initial damage, have no cast time, and cost no MP. Only one thunder spell induced damage over time effect per caster can be inflicted upon a single target. That must be a problem in trials and raids and stuff then. Fire 2. Well, you know fire and ice, you bounce between those two. Mana word. What's this other thing? Mana front. Restores 30% of maximum MP. For those times when you just need it. Otherwise, cast a bunch of... Okay, and what is Scathe? Scathe is an instant attack. 20% chance potency will double. The only way you can do any damage... The only way you can do any damage on the run, instead of being a giant spell turret. Yeah, Cowboy Mage. Probably the wrong glamour I want for this sort of thing. Considering I went, yeah, let's fix that. Go to the aft castle and borrow the glamour dresser in there. Let's change to, like, secret agent look. Or maybe I'm too low level. Level 35. So another job that's in the 30s. But we'll go through this sort of stuff. Ahoy! The cowboy look doesn't really work well with a mage. Rather have this guy look like Vivi. Glamour plates. Yeah, the Judge Dredd look will go well. Or Judge Doom, I think. Judge Doom. The bad guy from Roger Rabbit. Hey, can we make the staff look like something? Probably not anything good. I actually don't have anything in here for that. Only the Conjurer arms. Don't have anything that'll actually work. Yeah. Have him look a little bit more like a bad guy. We'll use the cowboy look for machinist. And most of the crafting trades as well. Can't remember what the story was with Black Mage, other than Thaumaturge ++. Not the Aetheryte Plaza. You're supposed to go to the airship landing. Ugh. Right, off to the desert. Yeah, I think the third title is Flamelord. For the Order of the Twin Flames. I wonder if there's going to be a fourth one when Ishgard is restored. Alright, enough listening to their kick-ass music. Alright, so You'll Never Go Back is probably over by the Thaumaturge Guild, right? What the? Too many people use Final Fantasy XIV as some warped answer to Second Life. Playing Beethoven on in-game instrument. Makes me want to go play Guild Wars 2. Alright, so there's the ossuary. This is the Thaumaturge. Ooh, no, this is not... Yeah, this is the old class guild. Has nothing necessarily to do with... Yeah, not necessarily to do with a jobstone. So I just went the wrong way. Sacrarium, level 35. That's where we're supposed to go. What's the closest thing to that? The Weaver's Guild. Again, it's one of the shortcomings I think this game really has problems with. You're not really encouraged to run around the cities a lot. You just use the Ethernet to teleport everywhere because there's no mounts. Alright. Oh look, Lalafell teaching this stuff, huh? Freeze. Deals ice damage with a potency of 100 to target and all enemies near it. Grants umbral ice, removes astral fire. So what's the difference between that spell and Blizzard 2?
the next key requires the blood of sacrifice. Travel to the Sagoli Desert in southern Thanalan, slay what fiends emerge from the planar fissure there, and slake the land's thirst with their lifeblood. Once drunk, its essence shall be borne away upon the ethereal veins of the earth, and then serve to notify our friends in the wastelands that the time has come. Complete the task before you, and the Black Mage testimony you carry will shine full with a new light, light to envelop and absorb evil.
Not exactly sure this is the right job for talking about light.
Light to show you destruction and guide you to righteousness. This light is the key. Take it into you, for it will forever burn bright.
What? Ugh. At least they're dressing the part. This is what? Forgotten Springs, huh? Let's teleport there. Be super lazy about it. Now that it's daytime, we'll see how nice everything looks. It's gonna start raining, right? Okay. Chocobo's ready. Hawkford! Alright. Get the mount back on there. Since we can fly in the OG areas now. Hey, all that battle mage gear. Can we just take the glamours off of it? What does that look like? I think it would be better if I took the glamours off of it. Make the guy look more like a proper mage. Are we fighting more sandworms? Let's warm up then with these undead. Is that really it? No, of course not. ability is for that Thundercloud ability gives you what, a free Thunder 2? Interesting. Pour the void sent blood into the planar fissure. Quick, before the undead notices we're here. Well, that was simple enough. Now, to get back to Ul'dah, we're going to what, Central Thanalan? I'll enjoy the scenery then. So restricted, though, with the heights and stuff, because this world wasn't totally made for flight. Fog. Well, it's better than rain, I suppose. Raining in the desert. I can't win no matter what. So I think the difference might be that Blizzard 2 is something that you do in the area around you. Maybe freeze can be targeted. Interesting. I forgot I had the cat pet. I don't know. The flying cat is cooler. Target and all enemies near it. That's what the difference is. Yeah, freeze is targetable. It's not just for stuff that's around you. Let's put that on the bars then. To all nearby enemies versus 100 to target and all enemies near it. That's what we want. So Blizzard 2 is kind of like, hey, you know, does this slow everybody down? No, it doesn't. So yeah, Blizzard 2, I don't even know what the point is of it anymore. Once you learn freeze, that's up there with, you know, Thunder 2 and the rest of them as well. Right, so we have that. Right, so Black Mage is caught up. Red Mage does not have anything outstanding. Summoner. Summoner has a level 70 quest, but Everything is completely messed up to the point where I'd have no clue how to play as Summoner. Bard doesn't have a quest. Machinist, Blue Mage, Dragoon. Ninja has a quest. Samurai, Monk, Chef has a quest. Alchemist has a... Obsidian... No, Miner has a quest. It must be some kind of redo of the leveling design. But I think we'll call it with this. Random dude is still dancing in whatever that's supposed to be for clothes. I tell you, it's like... It's like someone's alternative to Second Life, the way people treat this game. It's crazy. Let's go back to some more familiar territory. Back to the woods. That was a little too loud. There might be some distortion in there. Okay, then, there's our answer on that. There, plus 2.5 decibels instead. Hope that doesn't make it too soft. Ah, finally, some sunny weather in the woods. Now, if we head outside of town, this relaxing whole thing that it's 10:30 in the morning, so if we run outside of town real quick, some of the relaxing sounds of the forest is one of the reasons why I started this game in Gridania. Because a lot of it reminds me of the woods I grew up in. And back in 2010, these graphics were actually really good. There were some efficiency problems with the original game. But this game is the reason why I built Tuxedo. Head on outside. Probably looks nice out here. Yep. Just don't attack any of the ground squirrels. Oh, look, the fairy's healing the chocobo. The heck are those people doing over there? But yeah, the peace and quiet of the forest is very well represented out here. And that peace and quiet is where we're going to call it with all of this. So some people may be wondering, after everything I said about Twitch in the discussion I had on YouTube before taking the break and coming over here, why even stream? Well, for one thing, if you follow the concurrent counter, this proves me right. I do want to have stuff over here, but more of a recreational, kind of low-key kind of take on things. There are also some people, too. I mean, I talk about how too many commentators... Let me put the game back on the screen. It looks nice anyways. I talk about how too many commentators focus way too much on being too obsessed with growing on these platforms. But I can tell you, there's some people who want to know, A, that I stream on Twitch, what games do I stream on Twitch, and when do I stream? Because that's really, I mean, they associate Twitch with game streaming so much. They're like, hey, you know, if you're doing that, let us know. So they're going to have a recreational take on it as well. Sometimes I think that people have just too much of a focus on the growing on whatever and whatnot to realize that a platform where you can recreationally game stream pretty decently isn't such a bad idea after all. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by.